along with Joellen Robles from Hillsborough Title, discussing title vesting. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what that is, so we're so glad that it's the ladies' show this morning. We're missing Vince again this morning.
Yes, Vince isn't here this morning. He's out selling real estate, left me in charge. Can you imagine?
Yes.
So I thought I'd bring in Hillsborough Title to help me out, and we're going to discuss this very important topic that people usually don't really even think about when they're buying house, is how am I going to vest my title? I mean, people don't even know what that means, really.
I don't, yeah.
So that's why we brought in the experts for us, because we do have a lot of situations where people ask us, you know, I'm married, is my wife going to be on the deed with me, or might be going through a divorce, or how should I do this with the ownership portion of it? So Joellen is going to explain all of that to us.
Yes, please do. We have a lot to learn. Absolutely. I don't know if we can get it all in.
Absolutely. Well, title vesting is simply the way somebody takes title to a property.
So that's their ownership of it.
That's their ownership of the property. And it can actually affect several different things like property taxes, income tax, gift and estate taxes. Most importantly, the transferability of the title it affects. And one thing that we come across often is in the event of the death of one of the property owners, it can affect the probate process as well. So there's a few different ways that people can take title by themselves, pretty simple. They can be a co-owner with someone else, either in the name of a corporation, LLC, or partnership. Pretty self-explanatory there. And also in the name of a trust is another way.
Okay. Again, going back to, you know, title, we just assume it's being done and it's going to be handled with the right team. How important is that, making sure the right team is looking over these things?
Oh, extremely important, because, you know, a lot of times people don't ask that question and the assumptions are made. And if you're working with a title company that doesn't take the time to do that, you might end up with your property deeded a way that you didn't intend for it to be. And having to go back after the fact and correct that can not only be time consuming, but sometimes it can also cost you money, correct?
You heard these stories from?
Yeah, we do have folks that come to us that want to change the title after the fact, which can be done. There are, again, some implications. Could affect documentary stamps that are due on that transfer. If there's a mortgage on the property, you might have a due on sale clause on that mortgage that would require your lender to approve that change in ownership. And then we often have situations where people co-own the property together, and they think that simply by, if one of the property owners passes away, they think by simply providing the death certificate that they're automatically the owner, and that may not be the case. There's 3 different ways that you can co-own a property, and each of those ways has different implications and different benefits.
Now, in regards to title, is it different between states? Like, does Florida, or does everything kind of operate on the same page as far as in the country? If someone's moving and is familiar with way titles are done in another state, do they need to know differences here?
Each state has its own laws, its own statutes. Florida does have homestead rights, which does have an implication on title. And when you're married, who has the ability to sell that property or mortgage it, etc. So when you own property as a marital unit, it's the marital unit, husband and wife, that owns that property.
Well, ladies, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Again, your passion is education. We always learn so much when you and your team are here. And there's the website, realtyrant.com, to look at past segments. And then hopefully we'll see Vince again soon.
Yes, thanks so much.
Thank you, ladies.